Alright everyone, so in this video, I'm going to be explaining the entire situation regarding the English dub actors of Miraculous Ladybug and about them leaving and just asking for a pay raise and being denied that. Everything that you need to know will be in this video, so make sure you watch the whole thing so that way you don't miss anything. So about a week ago, 3 voice actors and actresses came out and said, look, we're not going to be returning for Miraculous because we asked for a simple pay raise because we are being underpaid severely, and they denied it. So that was the situation that we heard. We blew it up, and Jeremy Zag heard it and said that he was going to get working on the situation. Now, yesterday on April 2nd, all 3 of them came out and said, guess what? The entire cast, supporting cast, I will say, that they mentioned, is getting a pay raise and that they are going to be back on the show. And they all said that that was thanks to our efforts in the fandom for letting Jeremy Zag know, and basically that whole situation. So now everything is back to normal, all the cast is back, and the supporting cast all got a pay raise, even the ones who weren't asking for it. Now this is all really good news, you know, all the cast is being paid at least more. We don't know what their rate is, so we don't know if it's, you know, better than the other places, but, you know, it's at least a pay raise. But here's the thing, guys, this isn't something that we should have to be celebrating in the first place. And this tends to be the culture with corporations all around the world in general. They will do the bare minimum until they're called out for it and then raise it or do something to just get back to what they should have been doing in the first place. Like, are we really rewarding Zag for doing what they're supposed to? Like you don't get an applaud and an award for just doing what you should have been doing from the first place, right? This is just corrupt corporate stuff, and we see this all the time, especially here in the US, where we have a bunch of corporations that are all a bunch of corrupt people and corporations, I guess. Now, I've seen the argument that Zag isn't the one in control of the prices, and that is true to some degree. You know, they ship it out to, you know, other people who control the dubbing, but here's the thing, he does have a say to some degree because he is the one who single-handedly was able to raise their raise, right? And since Zag as the company is paying the dubbing studios to pay, you know, the voice actors and actresses, they are determining how much they're paying in general. Okay, so they knew how much they were paying their voice actors, even as Zag wasn't really consciously like knowing of it. He was to some degree responsible for it, right? He signed off on whatever it was, or, you know, someone that he hired signed off on the low wages that these voice actors and actresses are being paid. So Zag may come out here and try to be like, oh, I'm the good guy. Hashtag we are Zag. We did it together. Look at this. I'm some sort of hero. Like, no, Zag, you just responded to the fandom's cry at what you should have done. That you should have seen this and been like, oh, okay, we just need to raise the price. Like, we shouldn't have had to get your attention this much and made such an outcry for it, right? Like this isn't something that should have had to have happened in the first place. And not to mention, you did try to cover it up with releasing that Awakening clip, as well as launching that, you know, gaming channel or whatever you did. And you tried to sweetheart the fandom by also getting SAMG back for a few more episodes. Like, this is very obvious that you're trying to cover up this whole situation and sugarcoat it so the fandom's like, oh, Zag, we love you. And you know what? You were right. It worked, okay? The fandom loves you again. And like, they're just so blindsided to the actual things that are going down. They just see, oh, I get spoiler. Oh, we get good thing back. It's like, no, we got the bare minimum, okay? SAMG should be here full time. You are not paying them correctly, which is why they decided to leave in the first place. So this isn't just a voice actor in one little sector. SAMG is leaving, or has already left, but you paid them back because you decided to pay them more. Because you weren't paying them enough in the first place. You're being greedy. Why? You have tons of money. So the moral of the story here, guys, is that yes, the voice actors are back. That is fantastic news, but also Jeremy Zag is not as good as, you know, he wants to make himself out to be, right? The fandom loves him again, but they really shouldn't. He's just doing the bare minimum. Like, what the frick? So please, if you're watching this video, don't applaud Jeremy Zag, right? You can say thank you, but, and add an asterisk to that, but he didn't do a good thing. He just did what he should have done. We shouldn't be applauding something that you should just already be doing, right? Here's a good analogy that I saw from a comedian. You know, if your significant other says, man, I totally could have cheated on you, but I didn't, you know, please, you know, award me, praise me. It's like, no, the whole agreement is that you're not cheating on me, right? It's like you don't get an award and you don't get my praise for not cheating on me, right? That's just something that you should already be doing, right? You shouldn't be cheating on me. So like, this is just the whole situation. Jeremy Zag should be paying people and, you know, the people that are working for him appropriately, but he's not, because he's a corporate greedy person, right? And a company, okay? It may not be all him, but it's probably just the whole atmosphere, right? They got a taste of that, you know, corporate money, and then they were like, I like this one. Let's just keep getting all this money and, you know, outsource it to cheaper places and underpay people. It's like, oh man, I wish you guys would wake up and see the reality of the situation, but the fans already forgave him and just pretended like, you know, this is all good now. So yeah, that's the entire situation and my opinion on this whole thing. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your thoughts. But yeah, that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.